Hey, what is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, Freeman Finds, where I talk about Funko Pops, Funko related items, comic books, and comic book related items. And today's episode on the collection, I believe it's part 4, if I'm correct, which this time I'm going to be talking about The Witcher, which is an awesome adaptation, some adapted show based on the video game, not the video game Funko Pops, the show's ones. There is a few of those, which is I think it's one with Geralt versus the Wendigo. The Wendigo, Geralt. I think there's another Yennefer and a few other ones. I can't quite remember all of them. But I'm going to be talking about the Witcher Netflix show version. So, which I believe I have almost all of them. Almost. So, which I'm going to show you guys right now. So basically this is what the Witcher collection is looking like. All the standard pops are right here, and then the deluxe one, or the ride one basically, would be Geralt on Roach. So I've honestly fell in love with the show when it first came out, especially with Henry Cavill playing Geralt. I thought it was honestly a perfect fit. And throughout the show you learn basically everything in Geralt's life, and basically how Yennefer, Jaskier, and there's one other character, which is Ciri, which I don't have, unfortunately, all come to play in the show. And it seems like they're all destined, basically, to, be united. And I honestly love Roach. I think he's one of the best characters, besides Geralt and Jaskier. Their duo is awesome, but Geralt and Roaches are, a whole nother level. So, and I love the fact that there's going to be a third season. Unfortunately, though, I believe that this is going to be the final season of The Witcher, which absolutely sucks, because I feel like they could expand on this world and do so much more with it. Not, drag it along, but, there's so much to talk about in The Witcher. With only 3 seasons, it's kind of sad that they would basically have to end it. But yeah, but I know this third season will probably be the best one, because it's gonna be since it is the finale, it's gonna be the climax basically. Second season was really good, but the third season I think will top it off, hopefully. So yeah, these are basically what the collection is looking like so far. And I did already order Ciri, so the only one that I need to get is the common version of his gear. It's different. Has a whole different pose and coloring of clothing. I believe the only thing that's the same is the head molding. But I love the fact that, they made Geralt's chase, basically when he takes the, I believe is the elixir, to basically enhance his abilities, which is absolutely awesome. And I love this one of Yennefer. It's honestly one of her, I think, the better pose than the simple one where she's in a coat, which this one I believe takes place in the second season, towards the end of first season, and also you see parts of it in the second season. So yeah, so I do recommend the show. It is kind of mature though, for audiences who are not into that type of thing. It's kind of bloody, but not too crazily, and there are some scenes, but wouldn't be The Witcher without him, I guess. But yeah, so let's go into it and take a look at these guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these two together, because they basically have the same exact molding and pose. The only difference is that they changed the face painting, the way that they did the face paint for the character, and they added veins to it. Absolutely love that. So, but yeah, let's crack open and get a better look at them. Oh, and in the back of the box is basically the exact same thing. Unfortunately, this one isn't exactly as good, but the front of it is perfectly good. So, kind of got it just for display purposes, anyways. But absolutely love it. So yeah, this is what basically, no difference on the illustration on the box for chases, for this one. Kind of crazy though, because I've noticed that some chases do actually some of the chases on the Funko ones are changing. So like it would be basically like instead of this, it'd be that on there. And I feel like that kind of gives it away more, like if it's the chase. So it's not exactly like, well, in my opinion, it doesn't seem that fun to go for chases now. It's just like, it kind of seems like more like an exclusive. But that's my opinion, of course. So, but yeah, let's crack into them and get a better look at them. So, as I was opening up the boxes, I just realized not only did they change like basically the face prints, but if you look closely, their swords are different. Like it's a whole different mold for the swords. This one has like the more basic one that he uses a lot. No, this one is like the other one that he gets. I believe it's the second one. But this is his main primary weapon, like his longer blade, I believe. That's absolutely crazy. I didn't even notice that. Like, it looks all different. But, yeah, so, besides that, though, everything else is exactly the same. Like, the hair molding, the back is kind of the same. And then right here, he has the little pin for the common one, which he gets gifted in the first season. But this one is a whole different molding. Absolutely love that. That's absolutely crazy. I definitely would not have noticed that inside the box. Pretty sure others would have, but that's absolutely crazy. Absolutely love that. So, but yeah, besides that, not much of a difference. Obviously, the armor that he uses in the show, and then his medallion, basically his symbol as the Witcher, which every Witcher gets one because I believe the purity of the silver, like, or I'm trying to remember exactly how they explained it in the show, but I believe like basically the metal detects evil in a way, like it mostly detects evil spirits and stuff, and it starts to vibrate basically when like evil comes near them, and it's absolutely crazy. But yeah, crazy with the swords. Absolutely love that subtle change. Like, doesn't seem like it's like, it doesn't seem like there's much change, but that subtle change is everything. Love that. So, well, let's put these guys back in the box and we'll move on to the next one. So, for the second Witcher pop, I'm gonna go with the New York Comic Con 2021 Funko Pop, which is the Geralt, where he's without armor and he's more in his casual wear, which in this scene is absolutely freaking awesome. The whole battle, or not the whole battle, but like the fight scene where this exact pose comes from, it's absolutely crazy. And I was a little confused at first because I think I like stepped out real quick and then I came back in and they were like already in a stance and I didn't quite understand what was going on. But the whole reason why he's fighting in this one is because he's under a spell and he can't quite control himself, so he believes he's like fighting for a good reason when he's not in per se. So, but absolutely love this pose and this whole scene. The fighting alone is awesome, and obviously this one doesn't have the common set because I believe this one released before the rest of the Funko Pops did. So, and then like the shot, the Glamshot basically. So let's crack into this one. Not much going outside of the box, so let's get a better look at it inside, like outside of the box. So this is what he looks like outside of box, and basically he has that other sword, the one that comes in the chase. And basically this is the whole episode where he receives that pin that he has on the golden hilt sword, which is cool because as you like learn the story behind, yeah, he doesn't quite stand good on his own. You have to like place it like at a certain spot where he will want to stand on his own. But for right now, just do it at 360. But yeah, this is him basically without armor and his casual wear, and obviously he still wears his medallion and he still has his hair up and everything. It's absolutely awesome what they did. It's a more simpler version of Girl, but if you watch the episode, you'll obviously know that it's... Ooh. Let me see if I can stand them up real quick. That way. Maybe? There it is. And, like, if you learn the story more, like, you'll understand, like, why exactly this pose is meaning. Like, why this pose in particular has a meaning in the show. So, honestly, freaking cool. So, but I'm gonna put this one back in the box and move on to the next one. And the next one will be the humble bard Jaskier, which, if you learn more about his character, he's not that quite humble. But I love this one. I love the exclusive version of this one because the regular one is him in this red outfit where he's doing the the pose where his hands are up. This one is looking like he actually plays his instrument, which is pretty nice. It gives it a more like action posing where he's like playing it. So honestly, really good. But besides that, not much else. The glam shots are obviously different because it's an exclusive. The common is on the back. The common set, which is normal girl, Siri, Yennefer, and Jaskier. And then this one is obviously the exclusive one, which I'm surprised that this one is not as popular as it would have been. But I think it's because they simply chose this version. They chose this one as the exclusive, where, you know, he's playing the instrument. Honestly, I think the better one, in my opinion, I think the better one would have been him in like covered in... I'm trying to remember. He gets covered in something, in like this filth, and it's a funnier moment of his where it's like, you know, because he's like more known for playing, but like, you know, those like little scenes or little moments are kind of funnier in some ways than him like doing what he does. So, but yeah, it's honestly a nice Funko though. So let's crack it open and take a better look at him. So he does not stand on its own, but I believe that's why they gave you a little base to go with him, because he kind of like seems like he's walking forward. So honestly, it's a more simpler pose, if anything, with him playing, but absolutely love it. It basically kind of just fits what Jaskier does. Jaskier does in the show a lot. He just plays, really. But he's also like that quick-witted, kind of proud, but also scaredy type character in the show, which is kind of fitting to be a duo for Geralt, who is like the silent, you know, always hard-headed and, you know, serious type. So makes a perfect duo for, you know, in the show. Yeah, and then the back, it's just like the rest of his shirt and pants and boots, though. But yeah, most of the detail is obviously in the front. So this one I think it would be perfect either inbox or outbox display, in my opinion. But love the fact that he looks like he's walking forward, like playing, because he always moves a lot, obviously, when he's like playing his instrument and singing a song. So love that. So I'm gonna put him back in the box and then take a look at the other ones. So the next one I thought we might look at is the common Yennefer, which this one is pretty nice. It kind of also has like her main outfit throughout the show, where she always has the coat, and on top of that has the blade. And I just remembered there's also another exclusive version, which I will put a picture up, but it's basically her and it's her Gala outfit, which I believe is actually, there's like a hint of it underneath the coat, but like her whole Gala outfit has like, it's all more sleek and black, and it has like a black mask to go along with it, and her hair is up, so gives it a whole different look to Yennefer. But yeah, this is basically the common version of her, which basically has the coat, the blade, and then her overall like power pose basically. So let's crack it open and get a better look at her. This is what she looks like outside of box, and man, you know, it's very simple. And you know, it doesn't have to be crazy with Yennefer, because you know she has a more simpler look throughout the show. The only time that she actually has like a more expressive, more crazy look is the one where she's at the gala. She has the dress, and then the fight scene where she uses like so much magic, fire magic. Absolutely crazy. But this is her overall look, and you know, her trusty blade that she always carries with her, and the dress that fits, the dress that's underneath the coat. And yeah, so it's a more simpler pop, so I'm not gonna really go over it much. And then the fur coating along the I can't quite, like the seams basically, and her belt. So but yeah, let's put this one back and then we'll take a look at the other one. So this is the next one, which this is the other Yennefer pop, which I absolutely love more than the common one, because man, there is much more detailing and much more going on than the other one, which absolutely love the fire coming out of her hands. That's so sick. And like the blood pouring from her eyes and kind of coming out of her nose already. Absolutely awesome. So, and basically it's whole new Glamshot, and this one doesn't have the comment set behind the box, which is interesting. I think because this one came out much later. No, this one came before the comment set, so it kind of does make sense, because I believe the first one to be in the comment set is Geralt, but these are more the exclusive ones, which was the Geralt in the more like hand blade behind arm pose, and then this one. And I don't think there was another one. I'm trying to think if there was a different character before the rest of the set, but no, I don't think so. So it's just those two. For some reason, I thought there was another one, but I guess not. So anyways, back to the Funko Pop. Man, this one looks so cool. So let me break her outside of the box and we'll get a better look at her. She's so top heavy, but I love the fact that, what's it called, they use the fires as the rest of the base, because they kind of have her like slouching, because in the show where she uses the magic, she's like on a boulder, kind of like bending over to pour the fire out. But since it's not gonna come with the base, obviously, I love the fact that they use the fire to basically hold her up also, as like a better way to keep her standing instead of, you know, her basically falling over. But man, this one's absolutely wild. Love the translucent fire. That makes it so much better. I don't know why Funko does, I don't know if it's all pops, but some of them have like the translucent look for the fire, and then some of them just have like the basic, you know, painted on type look. I prefer the translucent one. It makes it so much cooler and has a much better effect look to it than, you know, when they just simply paint it on. But man, this is awesome. And then she has a total different outfit compared to the common one. Her hair is more like blown back because of the heat pushing her hair away. Absolutely love that. And then her face is absolutely like blood dripping down from her eyes and then a little bit from her nose. And I believe this one she has like a little amulet right there, or that's supposed to be like basically locking the dress on top. But honestly, I prefer this pop over the common set Yennefer, because man, there's so much more going on. Absolutely love it. So, but I think I'm gonna get the Oxel, the Gala one, which is a box lunch exclusive Funko Pop. Also, just to complete the set. And besides that, I think the only other one I would need is the common Yaskir, because I do have a city. I don't have her in the collection right now, but she is already on her way, because I bought it on Whatnot. So yeah, so I'm gonna put this one away, and then we're gonna get to the final one. The final Funko Pop that I'm going to be showing from the Witcher series is in my opinion, the best one out of the releases, which is Geralt and Roach, where they're basically riding together. And man, this one is chock full of detail. And let's just break it open and look at it better outside of the box. But if you guys were wondering, on the back of the box, it is obviously the common set, which is just City, Geralt, Yennefer, and Jaskier. And then the Glamshot is Geralt on Roach, because there's not much room. Oh, wait. And then here is another version of the Glamshot and the overall shot. So let's break this one out of the box and get a better look at it. Before I take it out of the insert, I've noticed that a lot of the bigger pops are now having these type of inserts. I know that some of them like have still the standard type where it's like enclosed around it, and then you basically like pop it off. But this one you actually have to split, like break open, split down the middle, instead of opening like easier like the standard pops. But I guess that's better because the insert will basically not only protect the pop but the box itself also by pushing it out still. That way it doesn't get crushed as easy. So just pointing that out, absolutely crazy. But yeah, take it out of the insert right now. And man, so I love the base that has like, you know, the little details of the dirt road, the little boulder, and the plants. And then I love the way they did Roach. I think this is like, I think they've done a handful of the like rides where it's like an actual like horse or something, like an actual living creature. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I've noticed that a lot of more of the rides are like vehicles. And I love the fact that this one is like Roach, where he is a horse, obviously. But man, I love the detailing where it's his saddle, the back of his tail, the other part of the saddle which holds his other sword besides the one that he always carries on his back. Because he does in the game too. He always carries two swords on him, like always on his back. But I love the fact that they still kept the two swords on him, just, you know, not him carrying it like on his back, like strapped on. It's more like on Geralt more. Absolutely love that. And then Geralt still has his armor on, the medallion, and like he's actually leading Roach on where to go. Absolutely love that. These two are absolutely a dynamic duo. And I love the fact that Geralt always talks to Roach whenever he's alone, because I think they basically like grew up together, which is absolutely awesome. Honestly, my favorite pop out of all the Witcher pops. Definitely recommend this show if you do want to watch it. It's probably gonna be on Netflix forever. But yeah, absolutely love it. Love the base. I love the detailings, and this is honestly overall the best pop out of the Witcher series. Absolutely love it. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back in the box, and then we'll take a overall look at the collection once again. And so this is what the collection of The Witcher is looking like so far. Still need the other Yennefer, the Jaskier, and I need City. So who plays a much bigger role in the show than you would imagine. Because man, she has quite the destiny ahead of her. So, but honestly overall, awesome, amazing pops. I love the chase. I love the, what's it called? Convention, the BAM, the Hot Topic, and the Walmart exclusive. But if I had to choose one overall that I absolutely love, it would obviously be Geralt and Roach. Not only because I just kept referencing it a lot, and I just kept saying how awesome it is. I don't know if that gave it away. But, I mean, overall, I think this is just a well-detailed pop, and I love how, what's it called? They managed to just capture this ride so perfectly. So yeah, so let me know in the comments below which one was your favorite. Like I was saying, Geralt and Roach is obviously mine. But if I did have to choose a second place one, it'd be Yennefer, with that whole fire coming out of her hands, because man, that's just awesome detailing. So yeah, so this is basically what the collection is looking like of The Witcher. So that will be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. My favorite one has got to be obviously Geralt and Roach. And so don't forget to please like and subscribe, and also follow my Instagram if you haven't already, which is at FreemanFinds. Freeman's_finds. So hope you guys stay safe. Love you guys. Peace.